Hello everybody out there in YouTube land, welcome to the channel. We got 100 Line Defense Academy. We are in the killing game mode, and I'm actually really surprised by our last couple days. So we discovered that Darumi is not actually the sponsor. Maybe, probably, I don't know. It's really complicated what it could be. It could be anything technically, so who knows. But Darumi is actually trying to help us. Now she's obsessed with Tsubasa. How did she do that? Well, you gotta check out the last video, of course. So we're going to get right into it now. So let's see here. As the clock ticked over into the new day, I stopped by the leisure lounge on my way home to check the leaderboard. Oh, and it's kind of odd that Tsubasa and Takumi are an item right now. Like, it's pretty official at this point. Tsubasa was still dead last. If we didn't find her some points by the end of day 78, then... But how? Trying to earn points has led to nothing but a wild goose chase. There are no invaders anywhere. We're not going to be able to beat Dalzia. Darumi's knowledge was our last hope, but she said she had no idea where they'd gone. And that hunting hadn't been going well for her either. Apparently, she's been holding up first place purely based off the points she got from Hiruko. In the end, nobody had any idea where the invaders were. Is it really just a matter of searching around? The unease was suffocating me. Would we manage to raise Tsubasa's ranking in the remaining 3 days? How? How do I protect the girl I love?
Hello, Takumi. Is something bothering you?
Huh? I turned around to the sudden noise to see. When did you get there?
Don't glare at me like that. I just wanted to share something nice with you.
Something nice?
You desperately want to know where the invaders are?
Do you know where they are?
I sure do. My B recon team found where they were been hiding. If you're curious, I'm happy to tell you, and you alone, Takumi, because you're my favorite.
You're the sponsor of this game, right? Are you even allowed to play video games?
I don't see any rules saying the sponsor needs to remain impartial.
If they really know where the invaders are, then I want to find out no matter what. Are you up to something?
Of course I am.
I'm always thinking of horrible things. Okay, one. How can you admit that so casually, too? I don't want help from a freak like you.
Clever boy, Takumi.
No, he is not. That's a lie.
You're right to think it sounds too good to be true. It's never a good idea to listen to the temptations of the devil. The devil's words will consume you like a drug. One taste and your life is ruined.
And you're the devil here, so get the hell away from me. I was close. I almost considered their offer. Tell me where the invaders are? Obvious trap.
But you know, Takumi, I think you're going to need to trust me.
What are you even saying?
I mean, if you can't get the location of the invaders out of me, our last place player, Tsubasa, is going to die. Oh, that's good. Nothing is better than seeing you look so desperate. Humans trapped between a rock and a hard place. Order a human, and suddenly the voice of the devil starts to sound real nice.
I shouldn't even bother with them. I knew that in my head, but I couldn't get myself to leave. If I don't find where the invaders are, then it's Tsubasa.
Try asking nicely, Takumi. Ask me to tell you where they are. If you ask sincerely, I'll tell you about the best hunting spot out there.
What do I do? Should I trust them just this once? It's obviously shady, but what choice do I have? No, it all sounds too easy to me. There's still a slim chance I can find them on my own. Oh, decision this late. We're at day 75 or 76. Yikes. Yeah. Is this going to be a false choice? I think it's going to be a false choice. I think they're going to screw me over. Or, well, they shouldn't be doing false choices anymore. They should be end stuff, you know what I mean? Where you just lose or whatever. I don't need your help. I'll find more school invaders myself.
Stubborn, little Takumi. You'd really rather see Tsubasa die than accept my help.
I won't let that happen. After firmly turning down the sponsor's offer to help, I walked out of the leisure lounge. Then I returned to my room, waited for morning to come. I went outside to hunt for invaders with my usual party, with the newly recruited Darumi. We got on the bus and Tsubasa drove us far out into the wilderness, as she could. An abandoned hospital. Art gallery we stumbled upon. Massive high-rise buildings. Spent 2 days searching for all kinds of things, but even then, yeah. This is the last day. Bing bong ding dong.
Eddie. You never know when the invader will then.
On the night of day 77, we still hadn't found any invaders. Aren't there any invaders anymore? The enemy must have recalled all their troops still loitering around the vicinity of the school.
Probably so we can't hunt them anymore. What do we do now? Mr. Tsubasa's in this place. I don't want her to die. Just kill me for the points now, please.
I already said no to that. What's the point of you dying to keep me alive? Make me sad like that one more time, and I'll never take it back with you again. Whoa! They're bathing together? No, wait. Don't be distracted by that. Tomorrow's the last day of the third round. If we can't earn enough points by tomorrow, Tsubasa will be executed. I guess having a rematch with Dalzia is the only way out now. Yugamu had quietly made that suggestion.
That super strong commander? I didn't even have time to move during the last time we fought him.
Yeah, but beating him seems like the only way for us to save Tsubasa. I figured we should give it a shot. I have a feeling we might bump into him somewhere in the desert. Taking our chances with a ridiculously powerful enemy, rather than sit around doing nothing, was just the kind of reckless plan Yugamu had come up with. I suddenly remembered something the sponsor said before.
That's right where you belong. The more desperate someone gets, the more they are willing to dirty their hands to change their situation. How exciting.
We were in such a tight spot that taking a major risk was the only way to turn things around. What's this sound? We'll head to the further desert first thing tomorrow morning. Find Dalzia and take him back. That's the only way, right? Well, fine. Too bad for you, Dalzia.
That old man popped like a balloon before. Popped me like a balloon before. I need to get my revenge.
Right. Beating him will get us his cryptoglobin for the escape pod fuel. 2 birds, 1 stone. Despite our headstrong proclamations, the grim smiles on our faces betrayed our true feelings. For all our psyching up ourselves, deep inside everyone knew it was virtually impossible for this plan to work. I found myself unable to sleep even as the clock ticked over from midnight to sunset. Is this really going to work? Once morning came, we would be seeking out the most powerful warrior in Dalzia to battle. Our goal was to earn enough points to pull Tsubasa out of last place. It was the only option we had. Still, we all knew how terrifyingly strong Dalzia was from our last battle. None of our attacks could have even scratched him back. Isn't there another way? An easier target to earn a large amount of points from? Suddenly an image surfaced in my head. Yeah. The faces of Takamaru and his team. Since everyone in the special defense unit were targets as well. If we'd killed them, Tsubasa would be safe. Yeah, both of them. 2 of them. No. What am I even thinking? I shook my head vehemently. In an attempt to shake that horrifying thought out of my mind, I abandoned my scruples like that? Am I really that desperate? Trying to solve this by killing other friends was out of the question. People playing right into the sponsor's hands. Come on, think. What are our other options? Something with a high success rate didn't even involve harming our allies and ensured Tsubasa's survival. I tossed and turned in my bed, thinking of the problem of the world through the night. There had to be a better way to save Tsubasa from certain execution. Before long morning had arrived. Wait, that's it. As if the morning sun lit up in my room, a light bulb lit up in my head. I had found a way to save Tsubasa. Not just this method would prevent all future deaths in the game as well. I quickly went about getting things ready for my newly hatched plan. Once I was done, that's interesting. Tsubasa and I took the school bus out of the academy altogether. After we reached the flat ground, Tsubasa switched the bus to cruise control and came to sit by me. That's not how cruise control works. Alright, I got cruise control on. I'm gonna go back up. It's over the whole time. What's this all about, Takumi? You made me drive off in such a hurry. I mean, I don't mind, but shouldn't we have gotten Yugamu and Darumi as well? They don't have to come along for this. This is our escape. Just you and me. Our escape? Yes. We're running away from the sponsor and the bees. I look up at the sky from the window and saw a single bee tailing us. The bee was the game monitor, put there to stop the participants from escaping the hunt. It would follow us to the ends of the earth, so running away was pointless. So we have been made to think. The truth is, will that bee really follow us everywhere we go? If we use the bus to cover more ground, maybe we can wear it down. But the bee's physical abilities have been enhanced with female now. It's not going to get tired that easily, though. I have no idea, but it's worth a shot. No one's ever seriously tried running away from the bee before. If we do manage to get away safely, we'll be safe. Not only that, but no one else will be executed in your place either. Because according to the rules, only the person in the last place in each round gets executed. Tsubasa kept running away while she was in the last place. Nobody would ever be executed again. And that's how the game would end, according to the rules. But doesn't that mean we'll never be able to go back to school? Yeah, don't worry. We'll stock the bus up with more than enough food, water, and fuel. It'll last us. It's not the food I'm worried about. Why are you here with me? Now you can't go back either. Oh, me don't sweat. Just like that? Shouldn't you think this through a little more? What's there to think about? Tsubasa was the most important person in the world to me, so I chose to go with her. It was simple. Takumi, you really are an idiot. She smiled, looking a little exasperated at me. You're so reckless. Maybe daredevil would be a better word in this case. What were you expecting? Love is blind, after all. But love? Cut it out. You sound like some sleazy pickup artist. Tsubasa ran back to the driver's seat with bright red face. After that, we continued to drive the bus, never stopping once. Tsubasa taught me how to drive so I could take over on roads for fewer obstacles. A few hours later, after driving around in shifts, I looked out the window and realized something.
It's gone. It's gone! The bee that's been following us is gone!
Really? It finally gave up?
Yeah, but we can't assume anything yet. We should keep
Everybody.
going, just to be sure.
The bomb in her. She could just press the button. They don't have to kill them anymore via the bees. We kept driving on the bus for a few more hours. This is gonna be rough. Eventually,
I
it became
can't
dark
see in
outside.
front of us at all. Are you sure we can't use the headlights?
I don't think that's a good idea. Bugs are drawn to bright lights at night, aren't they?
There are too many obstacles lying around here for us to use cruise control. I guess the safest option is to...
Yeah. I don't see the bee anywhere. We'll stop here and rest until the sun comes back up.
It's not gonna happen. a spot behind some ruins where we could park the bus and nap until morning. We huddled together in the same blanket, just like the old times.
Our great escapade went pretty well.
The sponsor must be panicking. Now they can't execute you for being in last place.
Execution had been scheduled to take place at midnight, but it was already long past that time. We'd successfully escaped the
Oh
invader.
boy, this is honestly a huge relief. I don't think we could ever have beaten Dal Shah. I was so sure today would be my last day on Earth. I couldn't sleep a wink last night.
You're so silly. I promised I wouldn't let you die, remember? I'll always be there to protect you.
Tomorrow too?
Yes. And the day after, and the day after that.
I know it's
Always.
coming. I know it's coming. I kept whispering to Tsubasa that I would protect her forever. That must have made her feel safe because a few minutes later, she closed her eyes and her breathing started to even out. She's probably tired from the stress of driving all day. I leaned my body against hers and decided to turn in for the night as well. That's how I felt asleep, comfortable feeling her warmth next to me. Maybe that was why I had the most beautiful dream with a nice peaceful breakfast back at home with the Tokyo residential complex, my mom smiling, Kuroa and I were smiling happily. It was a scene of a time when I was still ignorant of a place that I held dear in my heart. I had a burning desire to take Tsubasa there, I promised before. If I showed up at home with a girl, even one who wasn't Kuroa, I bet Mom would literally start jumping for joy. She'd cook enough to feed an entire village. So much Tsubasa would feel bad she couldn't eat it all. I would eat surrounded by those I love. How I longed for that day to come. That was my dream now. I wanted to introduce Tsubasa to my family. We could come true. I was sure of it now that we have safely escaped the killing game. Oh, that got me. That got me, guys. Oh, no. Wow. Oh, that's rough. That was a rough one. Holy shit. I no longer had to live in fear that my loved ones might die. Tsubasa and I would always be together. I would always be there to protect her, today, tomorrow, forever until the next end of time. That one was crazy. Oh my gosh. What a good ending. I thought they could use the thing and they could just explode, you know? But, like, it could be done anywhere on the planet because it's probably connected to the artificial satellite. I think that would make sense, but that's okay. That was still really good. Oh, it was more artistic, you know? It's just more artistic. Escaping Our Fate. Ending 88. Oh, man, that was rough. That was rough. I wasn't expecting that. Ugh, what a rough choice. Man, this is crazy. What other choices do I have, like, over here? Did I even have any? Let's see here. I always like to do this, is, like, look around at all the different things. I guess here, technically. Well, probably would go straight. This one here. Yeesh. Man, this game is wild. It's so long. All right, we're going in. We're just gonna go back. Going before the decision. That way we can just tie it all together. This is an end. And end that for a few days. Ask where the invaders are. Yeah, let's just do it. Go be a pansy. Tell me where the invaders are. I decided to trust the devil just this once. Things aren't getting better anyway. As shady as this offer is, I have to hang on to this.
You're such a romantic. Choosing emotion over logic, I could be. Takumi, my warrior of love, let me reward you with this map.
The map sponsor handed me. Oh, that's kind of cute. It looks a lot like the, what's it called? The exploration map. So.
If you go there, you'll find invaders. But you'd be wise to bring only Yugamu and Tsubasu with you. Don't tell anyone you got this map from me. Sound good?
You swear the invaders are really there?
I guess you'll just have to go see for yourself.
Every word out of the sponsor's mouth made me more and more suspicious. But I had to go there. After that, I waited until morning and woke up with Yugamu and Tsubasa. I took the school bus to the place indicated on the map. Really? We'll find invaders if they're here? Yeah, that's what the person who gave me the map said. Who is this exactly? Can't tell you. That's part of the deal. A deal, you say. Yugamu seemed to sense what was going on, but didn't press them in that effort. His back is against the wall, too, hoping against all hope. We headed for the spot marked.
Almost there. Strap in. The ride's gonna get bumpy.
And we are here. And so the bus arrived at the place marked on the map. When we got there,
Kinda looks like a mansion.
pretty swanky, isn't it? Maybe a commander lived here? We had arrived at a lavishly decorated estate. There was no sign of any enemy near the entrance. Let's go inside. Come on with me, guys. We cautiously made our way through the mansion with bated breath. Were there really invaders here? The anxiety and anticipation made my heart beat so loudly that I could barely focus. Please, the invaders. If we don't get points here, Tsubasa is gulped deep inside the estate. Oh, there they are. We found what we had been looking for. There were so many invaders. Am I dreaming? I wanted to pinch my cheeks to be sure. But I didn't have a minute to waste. We had to seize this gold nugget. Yeah! Let's go, guys. Hunt with everything we got.
Yeah.
Right. We attacked the invaders with all our might. Yugamu was capable of hunting alone, and I didn't need my help, but Tsubasa wasn't so good at fighting outside the school. I had to help her get to those points. I hunted down the invaders just like I always. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work.
I feel like we really racked up points.
Yeah, but we can't stop yet. Takamaru and the twins had gained a huge amount of points for finishing off the Squad 4 commander at the outpost. We have to keep getting points here if we want to close the gap. I decided to keep hunting without taking any time to rest. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. Is that all of them? There. Are there any more invaders? I looked around, but it had gone quiet inside the estate. Looks like we got What? It's not enough. We need more points if we want to save Tsubasa. Just then, Yugamu suddenly whirled around and facing the innermost part. Guys, careful. There's a strange presence. Some points over there. Invaders? Similar, but something's off. Off how? Sound of their footsteps doesn't jive with what sits. These footsteps seem they showed themselves. Huh? Couldn't believe my eyes. What I was seeing showed it impossible. No way. How? No.
How are there humans here?
What? Okay. Wow. Holy shit, this game.
I thought they all escaped to the artificial satellite.
Does this mean some of them were left here on Earth? We should ask what happened.
We dropped our weapons at our feet and tried to talk to them.
You invaders will stoop to any low, won't you? How did you even find this place? It's your fault we changed!
Oh no. Oh no. Oh my gosh. No way. We're the invaders? We're the invaders. And we transformed the people?
I'm gonna kill you right here and now!
Why are they so mad?
I don't think they're in the mood.
The air was tense. We weren't going to be able to avoid
Let's
a
run
fight.
before they can attack.
We turned for the exit so we could leave the estate, but at that very moment.
Are you sure about that? Leave now and Tsubasa will die, you know?
Gah!
I skidded to a halt after hearing a voice that shouldn't have been there. When we whirled around, we saw a single bee hovering in the air. It was one of the sponsors, and it somehow seemed larger
Did I
than the others.
startle you? This bee comes equipped with a transceiver. I can speak to you remotely. Anytime, anywhere.
The sponsor was speaking to us.
Unfortunately, we don't have time to chat. We need...
Going? Why? There's so many invaders here. Don't you want to score some points?
We hunted down all the invaders. All that's left are... humans.
Takumi, what in the world are you talking about? Those things are clearly invaders.
What?
These people invaded?
Stop staring and come at me! Stop staring! Or we'll come whether you're ready or not! I'm gonna kill you! Gonna kill you!
More precisely, they're the armature for invaders. They haven't been processed yet, so they appear more human.
Armature. Interesting.
What the hell are you
What?
talking about?
The basement of that building is one of the invader production facilities. It was gathering dust for ages, but now it's back in commission. That is to
What?
say, these armatures were brought here to mass-produce new invaders after their numbers were so thoroughly decimated.
Really? Wow.
Wait. Invaders are made from people?
Opinions are split on whether these armatures can be considered human, but in layman's terms, you're exactly right.
Interesting. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Invaders are made from people. Then the STV has been murdering people.
All right.
Hell yeah.
I have one more important thing to share with you. Those armatures are worth a lot of points.
These people are...
Armatures are highly valuable, much more than full-fledged invaders. So whoever bravely hunts them down will be rewarded extra special bonus points.
Don't be ridiculous. I don't care how many points they're worth. I'm not going to kill human beings.
Neither am I. The idea of killing people?
I may be a filthy assassin, but I don't kill people outside of work.
Wow.
Wait,
You
but
still
you
have
want
such
to.
righteous moral compasses. But are you sure? If you don't hunt them, Tsubasa's going to die.
Tsubasa's gonna die. The moment I heard those words, my body lurched.
Takumi,
with dizziness.
don't listen to them. I'm not willing to kill people for my own survival.
Let's find another way. We can't stay here.
Oh? There aren't any invaders left anywhere else. You really did hunt them to extinction. If you want to save your little friend, you'll have to make a choice here. Isn't that right, Takumi?
So this is the real reason why the sponsor pointed me here. They wanted to force me to choose between killing human beings and letting one of my friends get killed.
Are you gonna fight or not? To hell with it! Brace yourselves! We'll kamikaze you monsters! Yeah, we're soldiers. We're not scared of dying.
Can't kill another person, even if they are a soldier. But I don't want to lose another friend. Tsubasa, Yugamu, close your eyes. Takumi, what are you going to do? Don't, please. You can't. The moment I decided to come here, the choice was already made. Oh yeah, fair enough. I want to protect Yugamu after he stayed by my side and everything, and I want to protect the girl I truly care of. I held my sword aloft with trembling hands.
That's right, Takumi. Do it. armatures are incredibly weak. One strike from your blade and it's all over.
Shut up. I'm not doing this because you're convinced me. I'm doing this of my own free will to save Tsubasa's
No!
life.
Takumi! Don't!
Stop, Takumi!
Jeez, come on. I have to summon the evil inside me, just this once. I need to channel Ito Atsuki. Inside my body, I carry the will of the person who despises humanity. I'll take the sword in.
No!
I brought it down swiftly. Well, we don't get the Tsubasa good ending. I don't think we're gonna get that. I can't, no matter how hard I tried, I can't forget. I killed human beings. I've committed an unforgivable crime. Am I able to confront what I did done? I was hiding from reality under the covers of my bed. For those people, what were they doing there? Why are they so hostile towards us? Even though they were human just like us. Why are they still people on Earth? I thought they were all evacuated to the satellite. Nothing makes any sense. Nobody who knows the truth even tried to tell us what's going on here. But one thing's for certain. Those people, I killed them. I can still feel the weight of the sin in my palms. That's what was all that mattered. Enough of this. I don't want to think anymore. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Good save point. Yeah, day 78. Don't even go. Takumi, are you up? I could swear I just heard Nozomi's voice. I thought I was hallucinating, but then I could sense someone by my bedside. The closing ceremony for round 3 just wrapped up. You saved Tsubasa. You did it, Takumi. Thank you for saving her. I saved her life. As I heard the news, a single tear trickled from my eyes. Thank goodness I managed to protect the girl I love. I really did. Tsubasa's been in bed for a while, but I'm sure she'll be better soon. So you better get well soon too, okay? Everybody wants to see you. Nozomi is being so optimistic and cheery. She must be trying to lift my spirits. But I need to face what I know. Who was executed in round 3? Nozomi flinched. I said straight face. It was Takamaru. I guess he gave all the invaders he found over to the twins. So he ended up in last place?
Huh?
I see. That's a real Takamaru way to go out. He was always putting his friends first. He must be cursing me from the other side. He hated me so much, I ended up forcing him in last place. No. Just before his execution, he suddenly got so calm. He said he wanted to tell you he was sorry. Sorry to me? He gave me a letter. I'll read it to you. Should I do it in like Nozomi pretending to be my Nozomi voice pretending to be my Takamaru voice? Should I do that? Or is that cringe? I'll read it like her. Yeah, that's fine. Takumi, I'm sorry for all the horrible shit I did to you. I just hated you so damn much. But when I thought about it with a cool head, I couldn't even remember why I felt that way about you. Maybe I was using my hatred for you to avoid confronting reality. Sorry I made you my scapegoat. I'm the only one to blame for everything. You don't gotta forgive me, but you gotta forgive Ima and Kako. Adios. That's the end of the message. Takamaru. He was such a good guy. I always knew that, since he'd already survived 100 days together once, but why did things have to end up this way this time? Takamaru. Oh. Ah! He's screaming, I think. Ah! Don't know what to do. Gosh dang it. I can't really yell, you know. That would hurt y'all's eardrums. Nozomi ran her hand assuringly over my back as I screamed, my throat horse. That's an uncomfortable place to have a horse. Sleep. Wake up, sleep, wake up. I cycled between sleep and wakefulness. What I did weighed on me too heavily when I was awake, so I'd retreat back into the land of sleep. And whenever I sleep, I dream of the day I killed those people. The memory in my hands covered in blood would return. Flew out of my bed soaked in sweat, but even awake, I was still in hell. It was agony after agony, whether I was sleeping or awake, but I didn't try to pull myself out of the cycle. I can't run away from this pain. After all, this is what I... Just then.
Takumi! Still being antisocial there?
Evening, Takumi. The two of us decided to sneak into your room in the dead of the night. I could hear Yugamu and Darumi in the darkness. Two of them sat beside my bed and launched right into some casual small talk. You're probably hoping for Tsubasa. Unfortunately, she's not feeling well, so right now, the mental shock caused her to develop a fever. But she's getting better, so don't worry.
Mr. Tsubasa is getting 24-hour personalized care from me.
I love that sprite, though.
So there's nothing to worry about at all. I dabbed every nook and cranny of Tsubasa's body.
Oh, jeez.
With a damp cloth.
That's so gross, bro. So gross.
The lewd sight of Mr. Tsubasa's body, flushed by fever. It was crazy erotic.
Takumi, you're the only one who can protect Tsubasa from the clutches of this perverted succubus. You better get up before something horrible happens.
You could call me Darumi, the cuckold maker.
That's her new time. I'm calling her that. I'm calling her that all the time. Darumi the cuckold maker. I love it. Alrighty. They kept directing the conversation back to me. I wanted to answer, but I desperately resisted the urge. We brought Darumi to meet Kamyu yesterday, but it was a total disaster. Darumi got way too excited by how cute she was.
Who could possibly keep their cool after seeing a cute little shrine maiden girl? Oh, Kamyu? Light of my life? Fire my loins? I grabbed her and munched on those cute little ears. Even after she tried to fight me off with tears in her eyes, I munched without mercy.
Darumi was all over her, so Nozomi got jealous. Hearing them talk made me want to return to normalcy, but I can't go back. I took the lives of those people. I robbed them of the days that lied ahead of them. It wouldn't be fair if I just kept living a life of joy and pleasure. I can't allow it. I'm not going to get out of this bed. I'll stay here until I die. I need to wallow in the anguish of hell and die a dog's death. After all, this is the only way to it I can atone.
You're in an awfully sorry state, Takumi.
I heard another voice. It was Kamyu. Did she leave the hangar to come check on me?
Yugamu told me everything. No wonder you're so worn out.
You must have been quite a shock to find out the truth behind the invaders. What you refer to as invaders. Shock didn't even begin to cover it. My whole world had been turned upside down.
Takumi, as you've discovered, invaders were once human. The truth of the invaders is that they are combat organisms created from wounded soldiers and veterans. I never wanted to tell you this cold, painful truth.
So we've been fighting all their humans all this time.
Yes, in a sense.
Which means the destruction of the surface isn't because of the world death. It's the scars left from the ravages of war. The Tokyo residential complex we've been living on before must have been some kind of underground shelter then. Even if it is a war, we can't kill people.
It's true that you killed people, but you could view it as an act of salvation. The people you killed were poor soldiers, fated to be turned into combat organisms in the near future. You allowed them to die as humans. You freed them from their fate, being turned into monsters. That's compassion, not evil.
Oh, that's an interesting point of view from Kamyu. And we just learned a lot right there, dear Lord.
All things are ordained by God.
Our scriptures say there's no such thing as destiny. Commune tried to desperately to reason with me to free me from my guilt. And while I appreciated the thought, I didn't want to be free. If I let myself forget what it felt like, I'm sure I'll just end up doing it again. I just had this horrible feeling that that's what would happen. So I clung to my guilty conscience. I decided to run away here. I was only right. Oof. Oh, the sponsor. Yeah.
You're completely depressed, aren't you, Takumi?
I heard another voice. This time it was the sponsor.
Fair enough. I mean, you've been tainted by the act of murder. But it was splendid the way you killed them so mercilessly. An old knight dirtying his hands to protect the one he loves. You really are quite the romantic. It gives my life so much meaning to push romantics like you to commit mortal sins. You should see the look on your face. You look like a prisoner locked up in a dungeon.
Prisoner? Well, I am a criminal, so I deserve to die a miserable death like these.
The knight awakens from his delusion of romance and confronts his crimes to discover that he is no more than a mere murderer. He must find himself hideous. He must be repulsed with himself. It must make him wish he was dead.
Damn, he's trying. He's trying. He's trying to push. He's trying to push Takumi. Don't be pushing, bro. A murderer pretending to be a knight in shining armor. That describes me perfectly. I don't regret my choice, but I wish I was dead. They're right.
Oh, I only wish I could torture you now that you're so weak and fragile. But I can't. It's against the rules for the sponsor to touch you unprovoked. Damn it. Who made this ridiculous rule anyway? I want to play with you, Takumi. I guess that leaves me no choice. I'll just have to toy with your missile thing.
This sponsor kept childishly insulting me. I love it. Oh, that was great. Every time I fall asleep, I dream of the people I killed. They were ghosts glaring at me in the darkness. When I woke, the ghosts would vanish in their place and in this darkness. Go back to sleep. Ghosts would hover in the air once more. Wake up and they disappear. Every day repeated itself. Gradually, I started to unable to discern if I was dead or alive. Maybe the night I killed them, I died with them. Yeah, she needed it. Takumi? I was on the verge of tears the moment I heard her voice. I wanted to leap out of bed and cling to her. It took everything in me not to act on the impulse. I'm sorry I wasn't here sooner. I've been in bed all this time, too. I'm sorry. You're in so much pain. And you shouldn't be. I'm sorry you had to do something like that because of me. I could clearly hear the sounds of her tears hitting me.
Huh?
It's okay. I'm the one who did it. When someone does something wrong, they need to suffer for it. No, you don't. You didn't do anything wrong, Takumi. The ones who really should be blaming are the people who put us in this horrible situation to begin with. We just got dragged here all of a sudden, forced to fight these enemies we didn't even know anything about. And then this killing game started. It's all so confusing. We didn't do anything wrong. Two teardrops fell onto my cheek. The girl I love is crying. I want to comfort her, but I can't touch her. My hands are too dirty. No, Tsubasa. There's no point trying to rationalize it. I can't run away from what I did. My hands tell the story. They're covered in blood. Blood that will never wash away. It wasn't about words of reason my hands give away. They braided me. Don't worry about me anymore. I'm evil. I don't belong with you guys. I want to get Tsubasa as far away from me as soon as possible. I didn't want to sully her with all the sin and death I brought with me. But she never made any attempt to leave me. Fine. If you think you're a criminal, so be it. Takumi the criminal. I'm fine with this new label of yours. So at least hear what I have to say about our future. Her future. I talked with Yugamu and Darumi earlier. We're never going to be able to go back to how it was before. Yugamu made Q Shika drink poison. Darumi killed Haruka. Even if we tried to live like the normal and the complex, I think we'd suffer trying to readjust to peaceful lives there. She's right. We strayed a long way from the lives we used to live. I couldn't face Mom and Dad. I couldn't go back to that life. Not that I even planned on trying. But Tsubasa, you're still clean. You could still go back. Listen to me, Takumi. We'll live together as roommates when we get back to the artificial satellite. Roommates? We'll rent out some cheap little detached home, and all four of us criminals we can live together in poverty. It might be hard for us to reintegrate into society when we get back from war, but at least when we go home, we'll have the friends who went through it with us. I'm sure we could overcome anything so long as we're all together. Tsubasa's voice was lively, as described our future together. Well, we'll get part-time jobs so we can afford food and pay bills. I need to start researching some cheap but tasty recipes right away. Oh. And we should get some cheap appliances from secondhand shops. Even total junk is no problem because I can fix it. Tsubasa, we'll be busy on weekdays, so we might not even get to see each other. But we can make up for it, so we'll take weekends off together. We could rent some cheap DVDs and have a watch party all day. That very moment, I could clearly envision the life Tsubasa was describing. It was so vivid, almost like I could reach out and grab it.
I bet Dadumi won't want to watch anything except B-grade horror movies. She and Yugamu will love it. We're gonna feel left out. But we'll still watch all of them to the end. Doesn't take much to convince us, huh? After we're done, we'll all clean up the popcorn Darumi threw all over the place. We'll all sigh and laugh as we sweep. You'll say, "You made us waste our day off watching these garbage movies." And I'll say, "But I kind of enjoyed it."
Overwhelming feeling welled up as I played out the scene in my head. This feeling rising up inside of me. It was longing. I wanted this future. I wanted it so badly. It hurt. I can't just start dreaming about the future. I can't let myself have a future after taking so many lives. It's not right. Go away, go away. I frantically repeated these words in my head. Demons aren't allowed to dream about happy endings. Yeah, good job, Tsubasa. There was a warm sensation on my lips. Tsubasa's lips rested atop mine. Her breath, her warmth, her hopes, her life. I felt all of it in my soul.
I just took half of your sins, Takumi. Guess that makes me a criminal too. And in exchange, I gave you half of my life.
The moment I heard those words, I truly felt like I'd been reborn. Those faint warmth.
It's okay. You can make things right. I know you're a kind person, Takumi.
That's good.
So please, make my dream come true.
Oh.
Let's all be roommates.
Oh, that's so cute. After giving me another kiss on the cheek, she suddenly jolted back.
Yeah.
Oh no, I did it again. I kissed two people practically back to back. Am I just easy? Anyway, Takumi, get well soon. I'm out of here. Tsubasa rushed out the door. Sound briskly shutting it behind her echoed in the room. The moment I heard that sound.
Huh?
I'd unconsciously risen to my feet. My body was moving. My heart was telling me I still wanted to live. It was as if I'd lost the will to keep going in the first place. Felt almost as if I wasn't myself. Right. I guess I have Tsubasa now. Tsubasa had breathed life of her, half of her life into me. And she'd taken half of myself.
Okay, Tsubasa. Let's do it.
I'm the most horrible person to ever exist. A complete villain who kills people, scum that doesn't deserve to live, trash, they grow me with a demon. That's exactly why I have to fight for my friends. I'll use these filthy hands to cradle Tsubasa's beautiful dream. Keep it safe.
I'm gonna finish this invader hunt, once and for all.
Hell yeah, bro. So we're gonna come up with a plan to kill the sponsor? Oh man, I really don't want to stop. Should I keep going? I'm gonna keep going. This may be a longer video, but it's going to be worth it. This is so good. Sorry for worrying you guys, I'm fine now. The next morning, back on my feet, I pulled everyone to the hangar and apologized for being a bit Takumi, thank goodness you're okay. You were so sad. There. I'll make you some porridge with egg white. No thanks on the porridge. I get this feeling that Nozomi's turning more sisterly ever since she started looking after Kami. Darumi, Yugamu, you two came to visit me a lot. Thanks a lot for cheering me up.
Too bad you didn't die, so I could have Mistress Tsubasa all to myself.
You look so adorable in a catatonic state. I wanted to immortalize you in wax and use you to decorate my room.
Hey, stop saying such scary things. No dessert.
Seriously, stop the big sister act. Sister act? That's a great movie. All right,
Maybe everyone looks like Commune to her now.
I wanted to thank Commune too, but there's no sign of her. Maybe she was working on the escape pod. And last but far from least, she awkwardly averted her eyes. I guess she must have been feeling a bit embarrassed about what happened. I decided I wanted to talk to her about it later. Then I looked at Yugamu. He urged me to keep talking with his eyes. Takumi, sorry to do this when you're just getting back, but we need to discuss what happened next right away. If we take too long, round 4 will start. Round 4 will last from day 86 to day 100. Right now is our break. There's no way we're going to do it a 4th time. Absolutely not. We're all in agreement then. We're not participating in this invader hunt again. But if we want to leave the game, we're going to need to procure fuel for the escape pod somehow. Fuel as in a large amount of cryptoglobin. Commune said before we need cryptoglobin from the strongest class of commanders. The strongest class of commanders, that Dalzia, surely fits the bill. If we could beat him, take his cryptoglobin, we'll definitely be able to launch an escape pod. But he's insanely strong. Our attacks won't do anything to him. I have PTSD from almost getting killed by him. Ugh.
Are you alright, Mr. Tsubasa? If you need somewhere to puke, aim for my face.
I can relate to your nausea. Dalzia is beyond powerful. How is it fair that his defense is enough to nullify every attack? He's the only one we can alone with. Alone? I wonder, is he probably working just...
Please, allow me to handle Dalzia.
Whoa, when did you get here?
OMG, jailbreak.
Oh, whoa. Bro. Oh my gosh, Darumi. You can't say that. You can't say that, Darumi. I think in the Japanese, I bet you it did say lolly. I am just assuming, but yeah. It's so cute when you just show up like that. My sister's the cutest girl in the cosmos. True enough. But more importantly, Commune, do you know anything about Dalzia?
Dalzia is one of the most renowned warriors in all of history.
Naturally, word of his abilities spread throughout the land.
Then, do you know how we can get through those impossible defenses of his? Dalzia, he's permanently cloaked in a mist of divine blood, cryptoglobin. The blood he expels is the true form of his impenetrable defenses. In order to damage him, we must first destroy the cloak of cryptoglobin.
Destroy it. How do we do that?
It's quite simple. Use poison. Your divine blood is weak to only poison, even more so when it's exposed to it. So we need to poison that works on cryptoglobin. We better figure that out. Wait, hold on. I could swear we already... Cryptoglobin, they absorbed courses of the body. Yeah. Hey, Yugamu. You made a poison that works on cryptoglobin when you killed the previous monster, right? Could it be Dalsia? Yes, I was thinking the same thing. I've already given Commune the poison in it. The Yugamu's poison is quite well made. After I make a few improvements to it, it'll be able to break through Dalsia's impenetrable defenses. Things are moving smoothly and quickly. If we keep this momentum going, we'll be able to take down Dalsia and get his cryptoglobin. Things are moving smoothly and quickly. If we keep the momentum up, we'll be able to take down Dalsia and get his cryptoglobin. But don't celebrate just yet. We have another foe who's a far bigger than us. Let me guess, the sponsor. Can't get a read on them at all. It's highly likely that they'll insert themselves in our battle itself. They might even have more evil tricks stored for us. Knowing them, they definitely do. Maybe we should take out the sponsor first? I want to kill Dalsia first. If we keep letting Grandpa wander around outside the old folks' home, it's not going to be pretty. In short, we have two options. Target Dalsia or target the sponsor. And making that decision falls to me as the team leader, I suppose. It so pains me to force you to make a decision while you're convalescing, but I'd prefer it if our leader chose our course of action. Whatever you choose, we'll see to it through the end. Do we take care of Dalsia as soon as possible? Or do we take out the sponsor first? If we get Dalsia's cryptoglobin, we can escape, but it's entirely possible the sponsor will throw something at us to stop us. Maybe we should start with the sponsor then? But I really would rather avoid the direct confrontation with them. We already know how to deal with Dalsia, but we don't even know who or what the sponsor is. Dalsia or the sponsor? I have to make a choice. What am I going to do? Yeah. That's a great question. The answer, I think, is going to have to be we're going with the sponsor. We got to take out the sponsor. There's no way. Yeah, take out the sponsor. Focus on him. Finish the game, then we can get Dalsia later. That'll be enough to get us out of here, and we can finish day 100. I still want to defeat the sponsor. They're the embodiment of evil. Unless we eradicate them from this world, they'll come back and haunt us again and again. I fell for their ruse and became a murderer. I can't let anyone else be innocent. I totally agree with Takumi. I got a feeling she would say that no matter what. I'll never forgive the sponsor for toying with us and exploiting our kindness. Never. Nobody gets away with harming my dear Takumi. My dear Takumi. Is there something we should know? That was a joke. Just a joke. There's nothing going on between Takumi and me. Nothing at all, right? Right, Takumi? Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, absolutely nothing. Nothing. Like, not even a teensy little thing? Cross your heart and hope to God. What sort of follow-up question is that? I already said it was nothing. Although, I mean, if we're getting technical, there is this one thing. Why are you telling them about that? It just slipped out. Blow up and die, you dumb normies. Only Takumi, though. What is happening? Why are Tsubasa and Takumi fighting all of a sudden? This is more of an expression of love. You'll understand. Stop it. We have better things to do than tease me right now. I think we should be talking about this even more. We all want to see you happy. What? See me? Happy? You've been suffering all this time because you took on the toughest role of us. So, when we see you happy, it gives us a sense of hope. Basically, we wish for your happiness as much as you wish for ours. Didn't you know? We were heartbroken for all those days because we were out of control. We'll fight the sponsor for daring to inflict so much pain on you just
because making you happy is the only reason we're even fighting.
In that moment, I knew in my heart that we could beat the sponsor. With friends like this behind me, I can overcome any cunning or intrigue that the sponsor threw at me. This time, we'll succeed. The sponsor is going down. We all exchanged glances and nodded. I vowed to myself that we would defeat the sponsor. Okay, we need to firm up our strategy. If you'll all kindly accompany me to the biolab. Why the biolab? There's something I need to show everyone. Something critical to our plan of beating the sponsor. Takumi led us to the biolab. Here you go. Take a look at these. You retrieved something from the shelf and laid them out on the desk. These are dismembered body parts of a dead body. Yes, indeed. I went around collecting them all over the schoolyard while we were having a little break. A dismembered body in the schoolyard. Whose is it? There's no mistaking it. These are the body parts of the first sponsor, the one who self-destructed on the last day of the second round. They blew themselves up to hide their identity after realizing the poison was lethal. That must be why some of these body parts are charred. Anyway, I've analyzed these assorted remains the other day. Discovered something very intriguing. The body has already been dead for several years. Years? But the sponsor only self-destructed 20 or so days ago. I was surprised myself too. I convinced myself I must have been mistaken. So I checked again and again, but the results are always the same. Every corpse had been dead for at least a few months, sometimes years. So my final conclusion is this. The sponsor's true identity was a dead body. Dead body? That means they were a zombie. Think about it. Doesn't it make a lot of what we know about them make sense? They didn't need to eat or sleep. They kept coming back even when we killed them. It's like a textbook definition of a zombie. I don't know. It sounds too outrageous to me. You think it's impossible, right? How many impossible things have we already witnessed since coming to this academy? There's probably an actual person controlling these dead bodies using Hemo-Nemo. That would explain why the sponsor had so many bodies at their disposal. They were all corpse puppets. And they could grab as many dead bodies as they wanted from a cemetery or something. That's what the first sponsor really was, an army of dead bodies. This idea could also explain why they organized the invader hunt. What do you mean? By making us slaughter invaders by the dozen, the sponsor would get their prime pick of dead bodies. Then they could create as many spares as they wanted. They were powering themselves up by making us create dead bodies for them. Exactly, to the sponsor. We're just corpse-churning contractors. And that's why the rules of the hunt are fairly lenient towards the players. It was to set up such a way to ensure the sponsor wouldn't lose too many of their contractors all at once.
Only executing one player a round did seem kinda half-assed to me.
The duration of each round suddenly went up to 15 days, slowing down the pace of that. The points distribution system was to help stay alive for longer as well. Because of that, we were able to hunt together in teams. Also that we could create as many dead bodies as possible. We've been dancing to the zombie morbitude, and it irks the hell out of me. Do you think the second sponsor is also a corpse puppet? Odds are deathly high. They claim to be the sponsor's successor. They're likely just one of the many corpses the first sponsor still has at their disposal. This is mind-boggling. The sponsor's been using us this time to create dead bodies that they turn into zombies, but wait. The blood-curdling possibility suddenly flashed across my mind. If the sponsor could control dead bodies, you gotta move the sponsor's ability to control corpses. Could they use our friends' bodies as well? What if they raid Kiyoshika's grave and steal Kurara's body? Gaku and Ito's body are in danger as well. We've left them in the morgue. The sponsor could have easily stolen them under our nose.
That's just inhuman. Using their bodies even though they died.
Let's go check the graves and the morgue. Immediately. We need to make sure the bodies are all accounted for. We all turned at once and started to dash out of the lab. Whoa, chill out, guys. Yugamu stopped us, his arms outstretched across the bed. I've already secured the friends. Secured them? Where? In their dignified coffins in my room. Since we're on the subject, come and pay your respects. We hesitantly headed to Yugamu's room. Inside, we saw Yugamu's room was packed wall to wall with coffins. It looked more like a morgue.
Where's your furniture? Your bed?
I dismembered and disposed of them. I figured these guys' eternal sleep was more important than mine, you know?
Yeah.
Thank you, Yugamu, for protecting their bodies all by yourself. I'm so glad they're safe.
Yeah. You did great. Once the invader hunt is over, we'll give them a proper reburial.
Yugamu, what are those things on top of the coffins?
The bombs from inside their bodies. I surgically removed them when I brought them here. It didn't feel right to leave something so sickening inside them, even in death.
Yugamu.
I could feel the tears welling up at Yugamu's kind of consideration. He was probably more repulsed by the bombs than ever, having been blown up by one himself the other day. We all stood before the coffins to pay respects before leaving Yugamu's room. That was good. I like that. Yugamu's a slamming character. He's way better than I thought. Dear Lord, I love all these characters. I don't think there's a bad one right now. The moment we stepped out of Yugamu's room onto the rooftop, we heard an unexpected voice.
Oh.
Hey, do you guys have a minute? Long time no see, everyone. Ima, Kako. Well, you two are an unusual sight around here. What do we owe you in honor? I could already feel the tension rising. We exchanged knowing glances and prepare ourselves for a fight if we needed to. Yeah, because we've been fighting a lot. They even injured Nozomi to try to get to Ava. No need to be wary. We're here to offer our unconditional surrender. Right, like a white flag. Kako raised both of her hands in a certain sign of surrender. So, you're not going to antagonize us anymore? I mean, it's not like we could beat you guys, right? Now Takuma's dead. There's really no point competing against you the way things are right now. In fact, we were hoping that we could join you. Sounds like a good deal for you. After all the terrible things you said about Takumi, I'm never expecting for you to welcome us for free, of course. Come bearing gifts. What kind of gift? My life. I'll stay in last place all the way through the next round and die. In exchange, I ask that you keep my dear sister safe. Yeah. He's based. Brother Dearest, what are you talking about? I'll even let you lock me in a cage in the courtyard if you doubt my sincerity. Then I'll die in the same cage Ava once occupied. Poetic justice for my attempted murder of her, don't you think? Brother Dearest, no. How could I live without you? Come now, sister dearest. This is the way it should be.
It's an unspoken rule that an older brother takes the place of his sister when she faces certain death.
Yeah, Ima's pretty cool for this. Ima's words made me remember what Ava said just before she died.
To earn my title as mother, there is something I must do. I must teach Nozomi the meaning of true love and the strength of a real parent who never sacrifices her children to benefit herself.
A loving heart that moved someone to give their life to protect another, completely contrary to what the killing game stood for. And that was right. It's fine, you can both join our team. We really? Yeah, Takamaro asked me to forgive you two already. Anyway, I'm so grateful, Mr. Sumino. I will die as promised, so please take care on one condition. Ima, you are prohibited from dying. You need to survive too. What? Hold on, Mr. Sumino. If I survive, someone else has to die. No, nobody has to die. We're going to put an end to this game. Don't worry. As long as we remain united, the sponsor will be no match for us. Seems like you've someone's developed a killer new attitude since we saw him last. But that's how our leadership... I feel like we're letting these two off too easy, but I'm good if Takumi is. Hima, Kako, let's put our past behind us and work together for the future.
Rose, I usually can't stand this cringy stuff like this, but I'll let it one slide. It'll be a change from all that awkwardness, at least.
To be fair to the others, we all fell for the sponsor's ploy to divide and conquer. Now we're finally united as one again. The pride of the SDU is at stake. Let's take down the sponsor. Our newfound unity made us all the more determined to fight against our enemy. We'd carry on the will of those who passed before us and do what needed to be done.
Get prepared to be ready to give your...
I hope we just get straight to... Okay, alright. Let's get this meeting started. Needless to say, we're here to discuss how to bring down the sponsor once and for all. Shakigamu glance. To beat the sponsor, we'll need to first have to deal with the 3 deadly weapons they wield. First of all, their suit. All that we know is that they can negate Himo and Nemo-based attacks. None of our superhuman attacks will even scratch it.
Technology that nullifies the power of divine blood? The inventor must be a real wizard.
But it's crazy weak against physical attacks. Anyone can destroy it with a regular weapon. Yeah, we broke through it with a single crossbow bolt. A single crossbow bolt. It says simple crossbow, sorry guys. It's not all that tough. We shot holes in the first sponsor's suit some 50 nights ago. But damaging it wasn't the real problem. The sponsor has 2 other weapons at their disposal. The bees are especially lethal. If we so much as touch the sponsor, they'll swarm around us and attack us. Just like that when they killed the others by sucking their blood dry. Oh, Mr. Yakushiji was killed by that accursed bug too. Why are those bees still here in the school after changing our sponsors? Likely because they aren't servants to a specific sponsor. They serve the invader hunt itself. So long as the game continues, we'll have to live in fear of those bees. It's not like the bees are invincible though. Remember, we also have the ones from one sponsor suit. The bees can't touch anyone who's wearing them. But here comes the biggest problem, the sponsor's 3rd weapon. A deadly weapon they've somehow gotten their hands on. The detonator for the bombs inside us.
Being held back by bombs in our bodies is such a killing game cliche at this point. It's starting to feel like deja vu.
There were 7 buttons on that controller. Each one had an image of one of us. They probably did that so they wouldn't accidentally press the wrong button in the heat of the moment. It ensures the right person gets taken out before they attack the sponsor. This 3rd weapon's maybe the worst of all. With that around, we can't even get good, even close. Hey, I know. What if we attack the sponsor while wearing the suit?
Nozomi, what is this nonsense? Are you trying to die?
No, it's just, this isn't a suicide mission. In fact, I think the odds are in our favor. Think about it. There's no one better than me to do the job because I don't have a bomb in my body. Oh, right. Because you're not official of it. Nozomi came to the academy of her own free will. She basically snuck in without people, even people in charge noticing her. Unlike us, she hadn't been planted with a bomb, and while she was incautious. Even so, it's a good idea to put Nozomi in that great danger. Even if we did beat the sponsor by risking her life, I'd be saying building a strategy around Nozomi is feasible. It negates one of the sponsor's weapons. That's big. So, can I do it? But even if we risked your life to beat the sponsor, would that really end the game? Beat the sponsor, beat the game. Oh no, the sponsor's actually still alive. That's been the flow of the event so far.
Right, another successor might show up. They've got an army of zombies after all. Creating successors out of dead bodies is too freaky, even for me. But didn't the sponsor mention they only had one body right now? No. There's only one of me. I'm not talented enough to control more than one body.
Obviously, that was a lie. Why would they show their hand so easily? We should assume the sponsor still has multiple bodies. It's pointless to kill just the one. Let's see. How about we find and kill the person controlling? There being one person in control was just a theory. Even if I was right, where would this person be? How could we find them?
The sponsor's like a roach that can't be squished.
Tsubasa suddenly raised her voice in frustration.
They should just drop it already. Why won't this game? Don't be sad, Mr. Tsubasa. It's basically stylistic form for killing games to drag on and on. Stylistic form? Ever notice how killing games in movies or comics never seem to end at once they get started? Players exploit a loophole and they think they've won, only to find themselves that they start another game. They beat the mastermind and think it's finally over, only for the true mastermind to show up. It sounds like you're describing the invader hunt. Yeah, because so far as killing games go, the hunt's about as cliche as they come. I mean, have you seen the rules?
There's no clear rule explaining how the players can win this game. I bet the sponsor's hoping it'll drag on forever. Oh, just knock me out now.
That's interesting. I prefer killing games that start and end with a bang. Oh, my recent wrecks include...
Darumi proceeded to...
Danganronpa! Have you heard of Danganronpa? You gotta play Danganronpa. They're making a new one. It's called 2x2. You should play it. We should play it together. Let's go. You should subscribe to my Let's Play. Subscribe to my Let's Play. Here's my reactions to all the executions.
Darumi proceeded to go on a tangent about killing game reviews theories, but I'd already tuned them out. Oh, theories! She's me! Oh no! Kodaka found me. There was always something she said earlier that I couldn't get out of my mind. There's no clear rule explaining how the players can win this game. She was right. There was nothing in the rules about us winning. For some reason, that statement stuck in my mind, even though I couldn't figure out for the life of me why it seems so important. Takumi, are you okay? Oh yeah, I'm just fine. I'm just thinking about something. I ignored the odd sensation and focused on the continuation of the story. There's no clear rule explaining how the player can win this game. For some odd reason, the statement stuck in my mind. Huh, weird. Maybe we'll use that for a persuasion against the... We're gonna do a persuasion time against the sponsor to prove who it is. Let's put our heads together to come up with a way to beat the sponsor and prevent another one of them from showing up. We talked over different ideas until nighttime, but still couldn't come up with a viable solution. And we're good. We are good. We don't have to worry about the hunt. Ima
soldiers,
is willing to sacrifice himself, so we are going to be fine. This is a good time to actually take a good stopping point. YouTube, thank you so much for joining us, YouTube land. We are going to be continuing Hunter Line Defense Academy. I can't wait to see how the killing game route ends. It's going to be phenomenal. So come by next time. Be safe out there.